the courage to stand alone when everybody else is going in a different direction, and to declare that what you believe is the right way of doing a thing, is something that is rare in any generation of time, and it certainly is in our own. Several years ago, I read the book that John F. Kennedy wrote on profiles in courage, where he told of different times, both in the political arena and in war situations, where someone would take an unusual stand and stick by it all the way. One of the greatest illustrations of someone taking such a stand is found in the Bible. In 1 Kings chapter 22, it tells the story of a king of Israel by the name of Ahab, who was very wicked. His wife's name was Jezebel, and she was known for her immorality and ungodliness. And the king of Judah, the two tribes of Judah and Benjamin, was Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat was a good man, but somewhat naive in the things that he did. He went to visit Ahab, and they were sitting on their thrones in the thrashing floor. And Ahab said to Jehoshaphat, I want to go up against Aram to reclaim the area of Ramoth-Gilead. Will you go up with me? Jehoshaphat said, I will be as you. My horses will be as your horses. My soldiers as your soldiers, and we'll go up. But then he said, but let's first inquire of the Lord. And when he makes that statement, Ahab immediately calls for 400 prophets that were working for him. Obviously not prophets of God, but prophets of some kind of idol god that Ahab had set up. And the 400 came, and all of them said in unison, yes, go up. You'll be victorious. You will conquer the land and take Ramoth-Gilead back. And then Jehoshaphat said, is there not one prophet of the Lord that we can inquire of in this land? Ahab said, there is one guy. His name is Micaiah, the son of Imlah, and I don't like him. I don't like what he says. He always is saying something bad about me. Jehoshaphat said, don't say such a thing. Let's call him. And the servant went out to get Micaiah and bring him back. And as he was bringing him back, that he might be able to speak to the kings, he said to him, now all the 400 prophets that have come ahead of you, they have in unison declared that we should go up and we would win the victory against Aram. And so you need to go along with that. You need to take the same stand. Micaiah said, I declare that whatever the Lord says to me, that's what I'll say. And it didn't change. When he got there before him, it's interesting. Micaiah must have given some kind of signal. Maybe he was smiling when he said, oh yes, you need to go up and fight against the enemy and you will conquer the land. Something about how he said it made Ahab say, oh, stop that and tell me the truth. How many times must I say to you that you tell me the truth as it really is? Micaiah then said, I saw the children of Israel scattered across the mountains and the fields, and they had no shepherd to look after them. And then he went on when Ahab said to Jehoshaphat, see, I told you, he never does say anything good about me. And then Micaiah said, yes, and you will go down in death in this battle, that the nation of Israel will hear the cry that Ahab is dead. And then they will scatter everyone to his own field, to his own home. Well, They went on in battle, and sure enough, Ahab was killed in the battle. The army of Aram, the king had actually said to his charioteers that, I want you to find Ahab and kill him. Now, Ahab had sneakily said to Jehoshaphat, you wear your royal robes into battle, and I'm going to dress like one of the men. He intended for them to think that Jehoshaphat was him. And sure enough, the army of Aram first of all saw Jehoshaphat and went after him. He screamed out, and they realized he wasn't Ahab. But then there was a man of the army of Aram that just drew back and shot an arrow into the air, not looking at anything, not aiming at anything. He just fired away. And it happened that the arrow found a crevice in Ahab's armor, and it went in, and he died later that day, and the dogs licked up his blood that was on the chariot floor. One man stood up. One man said, this is the way it's going to be. And the one, not the 400, was right. We ought to be the kind of people that when we stand for right, it doesn't matter how many are standing against us, that we stand on the Lord's will and word, and what we say and do will come to pass, as it is said. The courage to take a stand, no matter who stands on the other side, is a tremendous thing, and we never need to lose it.